Good day, and thank you for tuning in my weekly devotion. This is the October 21st edition. The text today is from Luke, the 17th chapter, beginning at verse 11. On the way to Jerusalem, Jesus was going through the region between Samaria and Galilee. As he entered a village, 10 lepers approached him. Keeping their distance, they called out, saying, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us." When he saw them, he said to them, "Go and show yourself to the priests." And as they went, they were made clean. Then one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, praising God with a loud voice. He prostrated himself at Jesus' feet and thanked him. And he was a Samaritan. Then Jesus asked, "Were not 10 made clean? But the other 9, where are they? Was none of them found to return to give praise to God except this foreigner?" Then he said to them, "Get up and go on your way. Your faith has made you well." The word of the Lord. So we have before us today this story of Jesus healing 10 lepers. Leprosy, of course, was a terrible disease, skin disease. It's so contagious that if someone contracted it, they had to be separated from their family, from even the community. Most of them lived outside of the city gates. If they were lucky, family members would bring them food, but if not, they simply had to beg. In Jesus' day, if someone approached them, they were required by law to call out to them that they were unclean. And just imagine what that do to your self-esteem after doing that for a while. As Jesus approached their village that day, Jesus saw a group of lepers. At least one of them recognized Jesus, for they called out, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us." And Jesus did. He did have mercy on them. He told them, "Go and show yourself to the priests." One of the priestly duties was to examine people who had suffered from leprosy and other diseases, and if they were cured, to declare them clean. And so it was while they were on their way to the priests that the leprosy left them. While the rest of them hurried to see the priest, one of them, who was a Samaritan, came back and profusely thanked Jesus. He prostrated himself, fell at his feet, thanking him. Then Jesus observed, "Were not 10 made clean? Where are the other 9? Was none of them found to return to give praise to God except this foreigner?" And Jesus said to the man, "Get up and go on your way. Your faith has made you well." As I read this text, it made me think, how many people do things to help me every day that I never thank? I've never seen an episode of this show, but it's called Dirty Jobs. Maybe you've seen it. It's hosted by a man named Mike Rowe. In the show, what happens is that Mike goes and works with people that have to do some pretty challenging jobs, pretty disgusting jobs. One of the jobs he's chronicled were people who repair sewer lines, those who work on crab boats, and lumberjacks. It got me thinking about who some of the people whose work I appreciate but never take time to thank. I'm thinking about people like those that work in restaurants that cook food or wash dishes. I'm thinking about the sanitation workers who pick up my trash every Tuesday. I'm thinking about public works people here in Sheffield and Hampton. Our son Nick, when he was in the 8th grade, took a job delivering newspapers in the afternoon. He started in the summer. It wasn't too bad unless the heat and the humidity. Heat was over 90 degrees and it was a humid day, and then usually we'd take pity on him, and so either my wife Diane or I or my mother Neola would take him around to deliver the papers. Once winter hit, it was often miserable work walking out there in the cold and the wind. Beyond that, some people are very, very particular about where they want their paper delivered and when it better be there, as well as even how that paper is folded. So keeping track of that with over 50 customers and of course people adding and dropping paper on a regular basis, that was a challenge. But Nick did a really great job at that. When Christmas drew near, Nick found out that about 1 out of every 4 of his customers would give him a Christmas gift. The first year, I think he got around $75, but by the second year, it was twice that. Of course, eventually he got so busy with school activities that he needed to quit. Many of his customers were very sad to hear this news. Our gospel lesson for today reminds us to be thankful. Be thankful for God, for certain, but also to be thankful for those who help us each and every day. So this week, I want to do something for one of those workers who do a thankless job, and I hope you'll do the same. Thanks for tuning in.